Hello everybody and welcome, this is Shield Maiden DK and today we're taking a look at a demo called Tattoo Removal Simulator. Take on the role of a skilled tattoo removal specialist. Enjoy a soothing pace that lets you focus on the calming process of tattoo removal. So, set in a small studio in a bustling city, your all clients share one goal: erase parts of their past, marked by colorful image, text, secrets, and stories. It is developed and published by Uraka, and it is set to be out here in 2024. 2025, I mean. There's no actually release date yet, but it's just set to be out here in this year. So let's head into it. Let's take a look. There we go. We gonna start a career, and we gonna start a new one. I haven't played this game at all. Use a WASD to walk, kind of standard here. Drag mouse to the ground. Okay. Go to the PC and start procedure. Okay. Press E. Adrian Brooks, medium pain tolerance. Tattoo on right upper arm, got it doing a face I now refer to as the arrow. Please remove it before anyone else asks me what it means. I no longer know. Okay. Let's try him. Press mouse right button to open tool menu. Removal. Okay. Press left mouse button to remove. What the fuck is that?
Any day now. I got this tat because it was either this or a tramp stamp. Lost a bet. Ow! Careful!
Won't happen again. Promise.
Oh, so we're gonna actually look out for the pain level here. Hello, Prism. Welcome in.
I
Hope
bet
you
you've
have a
seen
nice
some
day.
wild ink in your time.
Nice to see you. Hope I don't slaughter your name totally.
Kinda smells like burnt toast.
I'm very, very good. Thank you very much. How are you? Hope you're doing alright. Actually hard to maintain.
Man,
the
this is
pain level
weirdly
here.
relaxing.
Weirdly relaxing, and he's like, ouch, oh, ouch, ooh. I hope I can upgrade the nozzle.
Laser me like one of your French girls.
Laser me like one of your French girls, oh-ho. I gonna fucking laser you.
I bet you've seen some wild ink in your time.
Yeah, I have, especially because I'm in real life doing hobby tattooing. So this is kinda weird, because in real life I do the opposite. I do the tattoos, not removing it. So I've seen some crazy
Man,
shit and wild
this is
ideas.
weirdly relaxing.
Oh, what kind of party is it, and why are you regretting hosting it? Is it too much to actually handle
Kinda
in real
smells like
life?
burnt toast.
Yeah, I do it's freelance and hobby tattoo in real life. I do. It's not like I'm professional or anything, but I've done some wild, weird shit from time to time. Like I made one in the face of my sister-in-law.
I got this tat because it was either this or a tramp stamp.
And I've
Lost a bet.
done a Lego, you know, the Lego blocks on one buttocks of one of my friends. Uh, so what are we going to do now? Scare spray. Okay. I don't think this works
It's
like
not
this.
gonna remove itself.
No, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot.
You fall asleep?
No. I didn't. Well, it could be worse. I guess. Good. So now we got the next one. Yeah, I know that problem with not being able to do anything half-assed, that you have to do it fully good, all of it. Oh, so that's why you were making pizza and pizza sauce. I remember that. There we go, next one up. So we can use tab. Where was it again, this tattoo?
Hello, I'm not getting any younger. You've got one job. Literally.
Won't happen
One.
again.
Oh, this one. Oh, so that was just dinner. Okay. It could have been that you were making pizza for the party, though. It's a common thing here in
That
Denmark, at
doesn't
least.
smell FDA approved.
Lots of people love pizza. I would have erased this one down.
You didn't ruin everything. I'll give you that.
No, I didn't ruin everything. I just ruined some of it.
Finally, some competency. Ow! That's unacceptable!
Sorry.
I thought she had a high tolerance. I got much higher tolerance than this, especially when I'm doing tattooing on myself.
So is this where you pretend to be professional?
I just like go for the longest I've gone for is 10 hours more or less straight with just a smoke break.
I got it on a cruise. Huge mistake.
Okay. Well, it's a very common pattern with the hourglass. Ah, barbecue party, that's nice as well.
That doesn't smell FDA approved.
But yeah, it's a lot when you make everything yourself, like buns and such. I'm also the type of gal that loves to do things myself, and that way just know it's complete, it's lovely and it's nice. Yeah, same goes for me. I also have a stupid
So
high
is
pain
this where you
tolerance.
pretend to be professional?
I walked around with infected, what is this called? Oh, in Denmark it's blindtarm, blind, you know, that little appendix in the stomach that sometimes gets infected.
Let's move it along, yeah?
Not the intestines, but the little appendix that sometimes gets infected. I had that for several days before I figured out it was actually infected. It was almost going to blast because I didn't think it hurted that much, and when I came into ER, they were like, "You need morphine to the pain," and I was like, "But it do not actually hurt." But
Finally,
it
some
did hurt
competency.
really much. It was more like, it was almost like, you know, period pain. Just continuously instead of the waves you get when you're having a period. So it was not like that bad.
I got it on a cruise. Huge mistake.
And it's so funny because on the other hand, my husband has all somehow of a okay tolerance, but nothing compared to me. I remember one time one of the tattoos he had covered one of his buttocks, the whole one, and it took like 6 hours to make it, and he was like, "Oh, ouch, ooh, ow." At last, he was almost like, "Now we have to gonna stop," and I was like, "Well, why?" When can we? Can we upgrade something here? Lasers? No. Low paint tolerance. Let's see. Reaction removal, face shaded, very cool but professional. Blah blah. What the fuck? Okay, he got low paint tolerance. And it is a facial removal. So. Let's get to do it then. We're gonna look after this one because that's going up fast.
Is that burnt skin? Nah, that can't be it.
No, it's bacon. You smell like bacon, sir, that's why. If you're getting hungry, it's just yourself. Watch out with that movement of the face. I'm standing here with a laser.
Why this one?
Why on
Just
earth?
needed something to match my vibe.
That's
You know what I'm talking about.
If that's your wife, sir, we will not hang out. Absolutely not. It looks like you fucking got stamped by the Mauian tribe or something, and you do not look like you're
Man,
from
this is
Maui.
low-key wild.
Okay, at least we're done with half the shit now, unless it's down here too. I don't think so. Why on earth would you do this to yourself? I love tattoos, but facial tattoos just never.
Not bad.
Never got
Not
the
bad at
idea
all.
of that. I've done a very few of it in real life, also because it's illegal here in Denmark. So, but I never understood it, and
You're
I
almost
would
there.
never do it
Keep it up.
myself. I got facial tattoos in myself. Yeah, exactly, Jessica. He's gonna lose an eye if he's not stopping moving around. He's a jerk. But on the other hand, he did this to himself. So if he loses an eye in the process, that's his trouble. And thank you for coming.
Man,
Love
this
to
is
see you
low-key wild.
here. Hope the rest of your stream did go well. I did end up getting some sleep. Yeah,
Is
it will
that
be karma.
burnt skin?
No, it's bacon.
Nah, that can't be it.
It's because I'm roasting bacon out in the back. It's not your skin you can smell. You whoosh. Oh my god, his pain level is so insanely little. He's like a baby.
Why this one? Just needed something to match my vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
No. Good. I just have to do this. Spray and dye. Well, he actually looked decent after this. What can we do for you? Story tattoo. Dakota, high pain tolerance, need full tattoo removal. Got a lot over the years, none of them feel like me anymore. Okay, so full tattoo, so this sounds like a huge one. Yeah, at least he's nice about it and knows it sucks, but wowza. Ah, and I'm sorry to hear about the headache, Jessica. I hope it's going better soon. I hate headaches. Wait for procedure to start.
Thanks for doing this.
No problem.
So, is the prison paying you for this?
Not really. It's more of a volunteer program I pitched to them. They thought it would be good for their PR.
Oh, so you're here by choice.
Yeah, I figured it might help people who want a clean slate.
Nice. It's been a while since I've met a decent person in here.
Really?
Nah, just kidding. I don't think there's such a thing as truly evil person. Just lost, misguided.
Or unloved?
Yeah, that's probably the most common.
So what's the deal with this prison?
Well, it's mixed, but men and women are in separate wings.
Why's that?
It's supposed to help with rehabilitation, but they still don't want us too close, you know? Keeps things controlled.
Makes sense.
But we cross paths sometimes. It's not like we're living in a bubble. Anyway, is this gonna hurt?
How bad did it hurt when you got it?
Pretty bad.
Then multiply that by 4, maybe 5.
Now I regret asking.
Well, she actually kinda looks like me. I got side cut like this. I just have long hair and full covered on the other side, red hair up here and blue in the end. And I do have green eyes. Then I have a bridge tattoo and a septum. But I'm not covered up here. I'm covered down here in both arms. I'm covered here. I'm covered here. I'm covered here. I'm in the neck, on the back, so and on the butt. So she kind of looks like me in some ways. Actually, I can see myself a little, just not in the face. But let's get to do it. Let's get this done. Yeah, on all the
Oh, wow.
face tattoos.
I thought I was good with pain, but this is a new level. Can I talk while you're doing this, you know, like to distract myself?
Go for it.
Yes, as long
All
as
right.
you don't move, cunt.
So, I want these gone because I'm planning to work with kids. As a swimming instructor. Can't exactly wear a swimsuit looking like this.
Yes, you can.
Kids? In here?
No. After I'm released.
That makes more sense.
This is an unusual prison, but no kids and no swimming pools.
You like swimming?
I love it. We had a pond at my foster parents' ranch, and I used to spend hours in the water.
Oh my God, she's
It was the
talking
only
a
place
lot.
I felt completely free. When I'm out of here, I want to help kids feel that way too.
That's a great goal.
Yabbity 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 yabbity.
Thanks. I can't change the past.
This one is actually
these
kinda
tattoos,
cool. Yes,
they're
you
just bad
can.
memories. Once
Kids
they're gone,
actually love
I
tattoos.
can finally move on.
Most
You
kids
sound
just
pretty
excited
determined.
about it.
I've spent enough time feeling sorry for myself. When I get out, I want to focus on helping people, building a life I'm proud of.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering how I ended up here.
Not
That's
really.
your story to share. Only if you want to.
Well, it's a pretty wild story.
I'm
I
listening.
bet.
Well, like everyone in here, I'm innocent. Did nothing.
Of course.
Okay, not really. I'm no comedian, as you can tell. Especially while being tortured.
Sorry about that.
No. Keep going. It's fine.
I can stop.
Painful as hell, but fine.
All right.
So, I used to bartend at this little place out in the middle of nowhere. It was a rough crowd, mostly bikers. You know the type? Get drunk, start a fight, hug it out, and then buy each other drinks.
Sounds lively.
That's one word for it. Fights were half of the entertainment. Management didn't mind. Honestly,
Oh my God, she's yapping.
without the chaos, the place wouldn't have survived.
Where was it?
Middle of nowhere in Dead End, USA.
Of
Good one.
course.
One night, this guy comes in with a couple of friends, celebrating something.
Did you kill him?
He wasn't like the usual crowd, you know? Clean cut, confident, and just different.
Sounds like trouble.
Oh, big trouble. But I didn't know that at the time. He left me a big tip and disappeared. For a whole month, I kept hoping he would come back.
Did he?
Eventually. And this time, I got brave, or stupid, depending on how you see it, and asked for his number.
Bold move.
Bold? Yeah. And embarrassing. I was blushing so hard, I probably looked like a neon sign.
Definitely.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
It did. We started dating. He was
Oh my,
charming,
you.
sweet, a little too perfect, if I'm honest.
Too good to be true.
He was an
Exactly.
sociopath.
But at the time, I didn't see it. I was lonely, desperate for something, or someone. You know how they say, when you're wearing rose-colored glasses, red flags just look like flags.
That's a good one.
Yeah, well, I should have paid attention. He would always say, "You don't need anyone but me." At the time, I thought, that's so sweet. Now, I realize he was just cutting me off from everyone who might have told me I was making a mistake.
As I said,
That's
sociopath.
Pretty messed up.
He always knew just what to say to make me feel special. But there were
Narcissists
little
always
moments when I
do.
wondered if he was just saying what I wanted to hear. He invited me to his place after a couple of months.
And?
Couple of
And
months, really?
Wow. His house was incredible.
Like fancy?
Way beyond fancy. He had 7 vintage motorcycles in his living room. 7!
In his
Who
living
even
room?
does that?
Sounds more like a museum than a house.
Exactly. One of them was a 1969 Electra Glide that used to belong to Marlon Brando.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
It was. But it didn't feel like a home. It felt calculated. Like everything about him.
So when did things go south?
Not right away. He asked me to join him and some friends for a job.
Let me guess. Something illegal.
He wanted me to help them rob a jewelry store.
And you said no.
At first. It felt ridiculous, you know? I was a bartender, not some master criminal. But then, things went downhill.
What happened?
One of those lively bar fights turned ugly. A guy ended up in the hospital, and the bar got shut down. It wasn't even my fault, but I lost my job.
That's rough.
Yeah. I tried to find work, but in a town like this, not much out there for someone like me. Bills were piling up, and Jack, he had this way of making everything sound easy.
Am I the
He
only
told
one
me I
thinking
just
she's talking a
drive
whole
the
lot?
getaway bike. He kept saying it was the only way out, that I could finally have something better than that damn bar.
And you believed him.
I wanted to. I was desperate. So, when he asked again, I said yes.
Is that the whole thing? Well, that was a short one. I had fun. She was talking a whole lot though. But we can't end it here. We almost have to find something else. Yeah, sorry I haven't really talked a lot here, but she was yapping all the time. So it was kind of hard to get a word in. Is there stories? No, nothing else. Okay, let's exit the game and I will find another one. Give me just a moment. Be right back here on. Yeah, I'm trying to see what we can get here, what we haven't done yet. So we have new up this time. Let's see on the list. What do we have on the list here? Let's see. We can try this one. I'll just turn the sound off for the game for the moment, just while it's loading, because I do not know if there's any music in the game. And yeah, it's a lot hard to talk over AI, and she was just blabbering a lot. It was just like, I hurt myself. I could so much hear myself. I talk a lot too, all the time. Yeah, there were music. Settings, please. Can I not enter the settings? Okay, I'll just turn it down here. Hope we can get the settings done when we enter the game itself. Let's put on the live scene here. Can it capture it? Yeah, it's a great for streaming, but not really for a character. I have this one, the Drunken Beard. I haven't done it yet either. I just took off the music. In the Drunken Beard, your tavern is a haven for heroes. Craft beers, unique decoring, and demanding customer await you. Grow your business one pint at a time. It is developed and published by JMP Games, and is set to be out the fourth quarter of this year. So let's head into it, make a new game, and hopefully I can go into the settings and set up the music afterwards. Let's see, can we? No. Yeah, still a lot of music, so no sounds on here. Welcome you soon to begin your tavern. Follow the instructions to familiarize yourself with the basics to go to build mode. Tab. This one, I guess. There. I have no idea. Candelabras. Chandelabras. Okay. Yes. Open the build menu. Select walls from the available items. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, Q. Okay. Open building panel again. Select a door. That's a big ass door. Building menu. Table. There we go. Exit building menu. Okay, sure. Supply chest appears every day. Okay. Take the customer's order to begin preparing their meal. Okay, we will wait for customers. Why can't I go into settings? What kind of shit show is it that you are not allowed in the settings? Are they afraid I'm gonna hack it? Open the port to access your tool. Okay. Pot. He looks a little like Wreck-It Ralph from that one. Are you gonna make elf light? Okay. What are we gonna do? Refine? Take it and place it there. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few tavern games out by now too, but I guess it's kinda hard to make new genres these days. I guess. That the market is very overfilled by games, so it's kinda hard to make anything especially new. But there has been quite a few tavern games out, like Pub Life Simulator and Pub Simulator as well. Wow! Didn't I only give her one? Wowza. Well, clean up. Buttercup. How did she manage to get it dirty all over here? Congratulations, the tutorial is over. Now it's your turn. Build your tavern, open the doors, and start serving your customers. This is going to be fancy. Not fancy, but fancy. Why did it want me to put the pot back here? I wonder. Well, open, I guess. Open. I guess we need to open up. I'm not sure what we're going to do here. We could buy a few more mocks, since we only had like 2. Let's see, do we need another table, you think? I still cannot enter settings. And I cannot enter building mode. So we are stuck with one table for the moment. Maybe we can enter the building mode at some other point. Hello, sir. What do you want? One of that. Okay. We got that. Let's see. We got one more. Okay. Serve it up. It's funny how many general there's coming out of the same games. It's like it's coming in. What can you say? It's coming in roles. It's like quite a few of the same games being made, and then there's a break in that genre, and then there's quite a few games again in the same genre. The controls in this game is kinda stupid. Like, right now we see an awful lot of the supermarket simulation genre. And other points we see a lot of like storage hunter simulator, like auction simulators. At some point it was a lot of car simulation things. It's like always coming in these like roles or phases where one game is very popular. Also, they came out like almost same time a lot of games, like a game about digging a hole. It was very, very popular at some point as well, just that game. We might need to put that shit show of a beer over for cooking at some point. Like, it's like they're having these rules of what game is popular. I'm not certain why though. Do we not have the other beer on the menu? Well, it's going to be hard to keep serving the same beer if we don't get any more made of it. Because, well, No one wants the other one. The control in this one is weird. Can we close the bar? How to close it? I want to close it. What is this? I took the pot, okay. Now I'm stuck. Can I jump? I'm stuck. Help. Okay. I guess we can't close it. Sorry everyone, I just want to make some beer here. Okay, that's what... Yeah, exactly. One game's like hit the market, and then everyone else likes to imitate and then try to get their piece on it. But it's just funny they do it like that, because I think it saturates the market so much people get enough. It would be much better to try invent and be, you know, frisky, do something new. Like, for example, farming and supermarket simulator. Yeah, it is still a supermarket simulation game, but it still has this new frisky element with making the things yourself. You don't get as tired of it because of that. But it is a lot that many people are like, oh, this was a great idea, now we're gonna pump the scene and try to make it even better, and it never is. Oh, well, I won't say never. Sometimes it is better because they get ideas and do execute it better, but mostly it's like a horrible shit show look-alike. But yes, sometimes it is better, for sure. Just not very often, and very much a lot of knockout where you get these cheap kinda lookalikes. And of course there's always these cutesy something that's coming out that looks something brand new. But it much saturated. But on the other hand, isn't the game market fully saturated with almost all games? Yeah, I don't even watch asteroid movies, so that's one of the reasons, because I think there's just one too many. But it's true, movies do the same thing, and the same with food actually. If something really hits the mark, sorry, food-wise, everything just copies it, like Oreo taste. Every goddamn thing has to be Oreo flavored. I mean, it's almost like you can find toilet Oreo flavored, toilet paper that is Oreo flavored these days. And same goes with the raspberry licorice. Yeah, in general. Exactly, and then they just ruin the shit out of it. But on the other hand, we're all copied as well, because if you got a kid, you'll be copied as well in some kind of way. I know it's not all the same, because that's a miniature of ourselves we're making and forming, but they are also copying. It's just the law of human. We're copying from the beginning. I don't know about you, but I've once in a while standing with the back to my kid thinking, why are you like that, you little and then I remind myself, oh yeah, they just look exactly like you. They're just like how you were. You can't even be mad at them for being a miniature of you. Yeah, exactly. Just copied. Worst is when they remind you, because I know my oldest, she's 12 and a half, almost 13. And one time I was like, why are you like that? And she looked at me and said, because you're my mom. And I was like, darn. Okay, Okay, how much do we have now? 10. Okay. We're gonna need more of the... Where was that? Where we could buy again? Was it over here? No. We're Oakley. Yeah, it's maddening sometimes that they look so much like us. No, we're gonna go with blue. This is weird. It's a weird game. Oh yeah, tap was the buying menu. I like to make a few more, just to be sure. Because we had too little yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Also, my youngest daughter, now my husband here is not the father of the 3 oldest of my kids, but she found out after I married my husband here that she could get out of trouble with just in a sweet voice says, but I'm Bonus Daddy's girl. And then she would get out of trouble because then she was just like, oh, I'm cutesy. Yeah, I'm very excited about Quarantine Zone that's coming out. I just downloaded it and making ready for here in 1 hour and 20 minutes when we will go online with that. I'm looking into that. This is just I'm big on to make it like a quick live stream here at around 18 GMT plus 2, like an hour-ish live stream here, and then between 1 and 3 hours there a little later in the evening. Because, well, I do like making the videos as well, but I just think it's more authentic when I'm live, and, well, yeah. Yeah, and it just came out here a few hours ago. I think it's 3 hours soon ago. The demo went up on Quarantine Zone, and I will be playing it here in 1 hour and 17 minutes. Then I will be live with it. I'm looking so much forward to it. I'm going to be so excited. It's going to be one of the year's best game if it continues what I've seen so far. No control. Jessica, how much self-control do you have when you see some new games you want? And Jessica like a kid in a candy store. Especially when she goes to my channel and sees some games. Sometimes it's like a kid in the candy store. Ooh, wanna. Gonna get. Yeah, I watched a little too because I was so excited for it. And I was like, pulling my hair really hard and like, you're just not doing it all. Come on. Why are you skipping so much? Are you stupid? But I never laughed as hard as, the Cash Cleaner Simulator. We've watched quite a few people making that one, me and my husband, and I never laughed as hard as when we watched a streamer, a video maker called Outback Biff make it, because my husband just went nuts and was like, "Oh my god, you're the human answer to a Nandu word." And Nandus are not known to be particularly smart. Hey, Fragrance, welcome in, honey. Yeah, exactly. They only check their faces, or they forget to use the UV, or they're just doing insanely amounts of weird stuff that not really anything worth checking. It's just like, well, we're going to be thorough for a little, and then we forget everything else. We're not checking for DNA or anything. I know the demo is the first 7 days of gameplay on the quarantine control, so you got a week full of gameplay in game. And the full game is going to come out at September, so I'm looking very much forward to that as well. And I know it's like, is it the wish list number 49 or something like that by now? It's got insanely popular. It got over 500,000 wish lists on Steam by now, Quarantine. Yeah, I thought about it, and my husband really wants the cash cleaner. If he's going to buy it, I am for sure gonna make a cash cleaner video too. But time will tell. Yeah, I know, all the demos, all the goddamn demos, all the time. And to be honest, you will just be only more overrun because, as you know, Steam Next Fest is coming up next month. Yeah, exactly. We have to control ourselves, not spend all our hard-earned money on games all the time. Even it is hard not to, because there's so many games. And yeah, another game to spend money on, another game to play, another game to... Oh, my you. It's just insane. Hello, Alexis! And yeah, I'm very, very surprised. There's many on today. It's lovely to see. How are you, Alexis? Stop. Ah, wrong one. Yeah, I hope for you, Frequence, that Streamlabs will work with your computer so you can do some live streaming. And yeah, it's much easier covering demos with live stream. Today we're, as you can see, making a double because the other one was so small. It was like 24 minutes, that other tutorial. I didn't even get to finish that very talkative chick. I got to stare at her boobs for a little and then remove some of her tattoos. The green-eyed talkative bitch. We didn't even get to finish her off. Yeah, I saw you did, Fragrance. Sometimes it's good I'm not always the first one out with everything. Yeah, I didn't get to finish her. What fuck is that? Women like to be finished off. We want to be finished off. Don't stop halfway through. It's not a good thing. Yeah, it was the tattoo game. It was so damn short, so we shift over to this one. And I know there's no sound on this one, but that's because apparently I'm not allowed in the settings here, so I can't turn the music on. So instead you'll have to hear just me talking. But I will say there's not much music in it. It's just some underlying music in this game and then people wooing a little from time to time. There's not really exciting it particularly exciting. What do I do with this one now? Am I gonna throw out beer? What am I gonna do? Please tell me. Thank you. Okay, how much do we have? 5 of that. Let's go out for some of the groceries here. Yeah, I could sing a little and everyone's ears will hurt. We know that. Why do I have the other ale no one wants? Or we could go back to yesterday's making animal sounds. I'm good at that. Going to make it look like a whole farm in here with animal sounds. What is it they say, with a ba-ba here and a moo-moo there? You know. Where do I see my recipes? I know I got a new one. I got the dragon's ale, but I do not know. Hang it! Where do I see the recipes? Okay, pot. Place. No, Alexis, unfortunately not. This tattoo removal game was only like 24 minutes. Not that this one is particularly exciting. I can switch up and take the start of the tattoo removal game again if you want to see it, those who wasn't here in the beginning. Because this one is not really exciting and I don't know how to make the other recipe I just got. It's basically right now just chopping, cooking and serving, just the same as everyone else. But yeah, it's not like this one is getting anyone going very well either, but well, we are having fun, aren't we? Yeah, that's okay, Fragrance. You can always watch the beginning of this one. It's just like the first 24 minutes or something. It's not like taking a lot of time. And if you take the sound off, you don't need to hear me blabbering, and then you can try using it as a sleeping video. Uh-huh. Worst nightmare ever is when my TV thinks I don't have viewers enough and it suddenly pops up one of my own videos on the TV when I fall asleep to the TV and I am woken up by my own voice. I really hate being woken up by my own voice. I'm like, did I talk in my sleep? What is happening here? It's just like, oh my god, what is happening? Why am I talking so much? And then I look at the TV and can see it's one of my own videos or stream it's put on, and I'm like, that's just so wrong. Nightmare come true too of myself. I am sure if I was living with a copy of myself, like a total copy, I will get into arguments with myself like instant. Yeah, have fun, Jessica. Thanks for popping in. Hope you will have a nice touching grass time and rest. I know time difference is going to be a bitch sometime. This game's name is the Drunken Beard. As I'm not sure why beard, but the Drunken Beard. And thank you very much, Jessica. See you around and have fun. It's not even the Drunken Beer. I would understand if it was the beer. The Drunken Beer, like the drink, but it's the Drunken Beard, like the facial thing on men. And I do know that most men drink beers, more than women do. But why the Drunken Beard? Okay, put it in the keg, please. Now, stop acting. The controls is a little wonky. I do if there was more to this game, I might have been more convinced about it, even with the funky controls. But there's not much to it yet, at least. Of course, it's a kind of new demo, so they could still proceed to make more out of it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, we don't know. Yeah, it reminds a little of Cafe Keeper in the layout. You should know, Alexis, but it's not as perfected. And it's the controls in this one is very, very, very wonky compared to. And I know it's just a demo, but practically the only thing we've done is making this particular beer and serve that up. But the layout of and the modeling of the game do look a lot like. But nowhere as good in control. Also because you can see here how easy it is to mistake these two, especially when you get over here. Now I need to take that one, but it keeps bringing me over to this one. So you have to be very careful with the placement of yourself in this game. I barely burned one of the beers on. Oh, almost, not barely, but almost. There we go. Take this one, put it in here, put this one here again. We should soon be there with the beer for the day. Take this one, put it in. Take the flowers, put it in. I would take Cafe Keeper any day over this, to be honest. Even it has its certain charms with the coloration and everything. I'm not like disliking it, but it's just not as polished. So I would take Cafe Keeper any day over this. And let me see. We're almost making beer. And no, it's not just to humor you or making you feel good. I actually mean it, Alexis. Because some might think it was just to humor you. It isn't. I'm not the kind of person. If I thought a game were totally shit or I didn't like it, I would tell even the person who have made it, because I like to be honest. And anyway, you can't use people humoring you to anything. People need critiques. That's just how it is. Let's open up for a little before we close off for this stream to make ready for the next one. Because we got quarantine soon coming up. So much gonna look into that. I can't jump. That pisses me off. I want to jump. I can't sprint. I can't jump. I'm not sure. Now I locked my screen. What is going on here? Have I broken the game? Now I can't even see myself and I can't move the screen. And what is happening? Shift. Oh, there we were. I thought I broke the screen. I think I actually did a little. Let's see. Let me guess, you want a beer. Oh my you. How did we know? There we go. Elf Light. Why did we even get another recipe we can't figure out how to use? And why do we have another beer when they only ordered that one? I would tell you if it was awful. I might not say it like awful or anything, but I would point out that this was not functional at all and it wasn't very good. Because I'm very direct in general. Also, one of the things many people do not like with me in real life is that I'm very direct and I do tell the truth about things, and some people don't like when you say the truth, to be honest. Many people would like you to sugarcoat it. I remember one time when I was younger, I had a friend. She was a cute girl in general, but her boobs were just really saggy at a very young age, and she didn't have that big boobs either. So, and she had her navel pierced, and she got double nipple piercing, and she asked me if I thought it was sexy, and I asked her if she wanted the friend version or the truth. And she said she wanted the truth, so I said to her, I think it would be very sexy if the meaning were that you could connect the dots between the piercings, that you could clip the piercings together and keep your boobs from jumping when you're walking or bicycling. And she got kind of mad at me, but I actually asked her if she wanted the truth or if she wanted the friendly one. And yeah, exactly. That's also why I am direct, and I know it do not matter to sugarcoat it for you. The development will only profit if people are true and telling what they would like to be changed. If something is not working properly, the developers has to know it so they can change it. That's just how it is. We are now level 3. We got another ale we can't use. Okay. And that's the roadmap, because we have finished this one. So 2 demos in an hour. That was what we were reaching this time. I hope if you're still up and have time for it, I'll see you in an hour when we got quarantine sewn up, because we're gonna close down now. I had a blast making this stream, and I really hope you had a blast watching along as well. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Click the little bell if you want notifications. And hope to see you all around, because Shield Maiden is out of here. Hey!